MS-DOS version 5 was released just in time on July 2, 1991. MS-DOS 6 would be released in May 1993. What makes Windows greater is the cutting-edge release.
Though, as expected, Windows version 3.1 is an incremental update.
My vision for Windows 3.1, there would be no true type. Apple, for the reasons related to previous events, would not license its font standard. Instead, Microsoft would rely on PostScript Type 1. Fast disk, or just a fat disk, would be introduced as part of for the sake of updating. ID can be supported for up to 504 MB, whichever you call it. It needs to have a network client, as in try to have internet browser in 93 way. If that would happen, it should lead to the support of Ethernet connection. Beta 1 would be released on February 5, 1992.
I may get that done by December 28, 24, I think.
Now that we're talking, enjoy. The second beta build would be released in June. It would kinda update the user interface.
I don't think I would show the difference at this moment.
Windows 3.1 would support 256 color displays out of the box, as evident on Beta 2 packages. This is because the GPU can into 256 colors and more.
Windows 3.1 users have to get to install true color drivers themselves.
Maybe it's so insignificant, this would cause me to drop the September beta and call it a good story. William just got them the update of the year, cut him some slack. Well, not really, hopefully, there would be no development hell this time. The consumers aren't loving to wait several more years for the incremental update. M386 would already perform bad at Windows version 3.1 thought. On October 13, 1992, Microsoft would unexpectedly strike back against Apple's accusations. Entering He's Not John to You, the third party's book created on behalf of Microsoft. Episode 5. Same things has been covered on He's Not John to You, just as the Bill Gates files document, but at the direction to Apple communism, both fuckerophobia, rice-hooversism, and generally bad portrayal of John Scully. It seems to be that would be fair balance when two companies would have to play that game.
However, this would be proven ineffective because too many companies had already tried the X-Files at their own rivals, entering myriads of documents with the same premises to own their rivals. The trend had been in force since '87, seemingly popularized by the Exxon files, the Volkswagen files, and at &T to the flames. It would be tiresome to even try to cancel Apple Computer Inc. Keep trying, and Windows 3.1 polishing would be not done. Thanks a lot of Microsoft lawyers' dedication, and the dedication of whoever is responsible for the He's Not John to You book as the one with huge dedication to serve the epic sequel of the QSC files, I mean at &T to the flames, would be a not very bright kid from the country that managed to be ruined after certain for nice to the cat and to raise the kiss would make a personal hint that you're truly democratic people, choice of alternate Windows timeline creator. That is a lot of saying about the people who would try to seek the attention. Apple succeeded for the first time because it was new to the public. The second volume Apple had made, it was nothing much new to the public. What does it have to offer? Bill Gates calling for a user his friend. This is their offer. That's the same mistake He's Not John to You had it. Their loss. Rant over.
The development on Windows 3.1 resumed on October 26th. Rant restarted.
I want to say has been, but then the blue and red marks would attack this document. Crap off Google. Rant over.
Just on December 1992, several writers on behalf of Microsoft would make a book,
The Issues of Elitism, exposing Apple's System 7 series organized and made by the Windows developer community.
It mostly consists of nitpicking System 7 in favor of Windows version 3. Not so effing effective, and it does not focuses on Windows. But it had halted Windows 3.1 development until January 1993. Finally, Windows 3.1 had resumed the development beta 2. Certainly, remarkable slowdown. Your mother could be here to blame for delays, but she was 11 at the time. Well, what am I going to write after 12 months of hiatus? Your mom. Windows 3.1 would finally be released on April 11, 1993. The interface was a little bit refreshed, but no desktop would be shown to the Spyonclear viewers. The main complaint of Windows 3.1 is no network capability. To complement this, Microsoft made a separate edition called Windows for Workgroups with a built-in networking client bearing two codenames, SPAR2 and WinBall, and commonly referred by WFW short name. In addition of this, modular Windows Haiku was released for Tandy. Windows 3.1, and surprisingly the old sibling version 3.0, had no place in Russia, as Microsoft rejected the Russian market due to the failure of the Soviet Union. However, Windows version 3.1 and Windows for Workgroups did end up to land in Russia in 1995. However, by then it seemed to cost too much. Windows 3 PCS costs millions of rubles. Take a look at system requirements again. Random access memory 2 MB of memory, or 4M for Windows for Workgroups. Storage a hard disk with at least 8 MB of memory, or 16M for Windows for Workgroups. Operating system MS-DOS 4.01 or newer. Video VGA may work fine with EGU on Windows 640x200 on 16 colors or better. Mouse Microsoft Mouse PS/2 or compatible. CPU 386-486 Pentium or compatible. Network modem. Advanced connectivity on Windows for Workgroups. Numerous built-in drivers for this version. There would be no Windows 3.11 update, as this update would be past the roadmap. Chicago would pick up what Windows 3.1 had left, and would have everything that was built for the supreme Windows for Workgroups. And now, let's backtrack a little bit. The interesting code name for 32-bit Windows, NT, was considered instead of Razel because the storyteller likes it more. The OS/2 development was shifted to be hybrid 16 to 32-bit, requiring Intel i386 support. Windows NT would initially get to be independent and set itself as the base for OS/2 3.0, also known as Portable OS/2. However, with the release of Windows 3.0, the plans for Portable OS/2 was scrapped in August 1991. The development of Windows NT would shift its way to make the titular version be based of the 32-bit MS-DOS 7 codenamed Jaguar and the MS-DOS 7 Windows NT Union to be codenamed Jetty. The 1981 operating system would be the powerhouse for the upcoming Windows release. Hate to break it to you, but this is the end of episode 5. Please wait for another year before continuing watching Spyonclear series.